Hello, hello. So, we're going live tonight as usual, Thursday, 7 p.m. CST. And today I'm going to be doing cards using this new stamp set called Abstract Impressions. And as you can see, I've been using it a lot, so you can tell it has already a lot of color in it. I'm honestly enjoying it. It is a photopolymer stamp set, and it has 2 sheets. And what I love is that you have different layers. If you know what I mean, like a darker, and then a little more of details, and then another one. So I feel like it. Let me just show you here. Probably it might be easier. It's actually easier to show you here. So you have like 3 different images that you could layer so they get more on your flowers. So I'm really excited with this one, and like I said, I'm using it more and more. So this is the one that we're going to be using tonight. So let's just go ahead. Before I forget, because I know I will forget, is last week and I'll probably say this later on as well, but last week we've made these cards. And if you share my video or comment, you get one of my cards. I select "Hello Shannon," you get one of my cards in the mail. So for this week, and of course now what happened with this? I had it here. Well, let me find it again, because now I forgot. Or not forgot, but I lost where my little thing with the name. So let me just look at it because it's here. But I have 3 winners. I know one is Kay Stephens. The other one was let me find my paper. I just brought it down here because I wanted to make sure I said. And of course now I don't find it. But anyway, look for it. It's here. Oh, here it is. I'm like, I know there was here. So one is Lena Beck. Hello, Patricia. The second one is Kay Stephens Phipps and Stephanie Kendall Purvis. So please PM me your address if you're watching this, because you'll get one of these cards in the mail for you. And the other thing is, I want to ask, because I was just thinking about it, do you prefer getting, for this one it's already done, so it's this, but going forward, do you prefer getting the finished cards, or would you rather have a kit in the mail from me? That way you could later on do the cards, so you'll have everything to make them. So leave a comment here, let me know what would you prefer, and we go from there. Because so far I've been doing the what is this, the drawing of the finished cards that we make on these. But hello friend, but definitely let me know, because I'm thinking about, well, maybe I would probably do the kit in the mail. That way you can recreate the card. So anyway, so I'll probably say this again at the end of the video, but I just want to make sure I said this at the beginning, so we can go ahead. Oh, Patricia, Shannon, Charity. Okay, so far it seems like some of you prefer the kit. Okay, that's great. That's good feedback, because like I said, I didn't know. So anyway, so this is it for tonight. And if I do the kits so let's just do the next one, kits, and so far everyone is saying kits. But anyway, so one other thing is, I'm using the Design Series paper that goes real well with this. That is actually from this suite, and it's Garden Impressions. And so one of the things that you can see here is that there's lots of colors, and so I am using the colors from the paper to go ahead and kind of see what colors I'm going to be using in the card. So I picked this one, which you can see a bigger piece of it, and I love that it's really bright, and it has just a hint of blue, so I decided to go with this one. I think you're right, friend. I think it depends if you have the stamp set, right? So anyway, if you don't have the stamp set though, and you happen to win one of the kits, you might want to substitute with whatever you have. At least I think that's what I would do. But you get everything though. And maybe we'll do some weeks a kit and some weeks the finished cards, so that we can see how that goes. So, all right, so I have a piece, and I haven't even set measurements. I'm sorry about that. I'm all over the place tonight. You can tell it has been a busy day. So this one is Whisper White, and it is 3, and I believe it's 5.5. Yes. I have a piece of the Mango Melody, which is one of our newest colors, and this one is 5.5 by 8.5. Then you have a piece of the Design Series paper, and this one is, and let me take this out of the camera so it's not too crowded here. Then I have a piece of the Design Series paper, and this one is 1 inch by 5.5. Yes, 5.5. And I have 2 pieces because those are going to be borders. And then I have a piece of Pacific Point by, which this one is 1/2 by 5.5. And I have a piece of Whisper White that I have already die cut using the stitch labels, which I think these are awesome. I'm just starting to play with it, but I love all the stitching that you get from these images, don't you think? So definitely really cool. So I wanted to use that one as well. So here is one of them, and I love all the details on the label, so perfect for that. So let me just put it here. Everything's starting to fall over here. So let's start doing the stamping. And sorry about that. And I'm going to be using the colors. Now, if you don't, I'm sure you all know these, but if you don't know the color that you're seeing in the pack, always go back. And Stampin' Up! Has been doing great, and it's telling us which colors are in the pack. So, because sometimes some colors look very similar, right? And so you might want to know exactly which one it is. So that's how I figure out this color combination. Now, this is really the color that it is supposed to be there, but I probably will be at this one, and I don't know. Yes, I think I'm going to be doing it for the roses. So just because that one is slightly darker than the Mellow Mambo. And this is what I mean. So say that you have those and you see the paper, you don't really quite know which one it is. Go back to the paper pack. It will tell you exactly which one it is. And like I've always said, I love that with the Stampin' Up! Everything color coordinate perfectly every single time. Because the inks, the paper, everything goes really well. So again, just go back to the paper and you can see it. So I'm going to be using Mellow Mambo. And I'm going to put in this one's here. And I'm going to go ahead and do these roses. And let me see one thing here. And you know what? I probably just use one color. So anyway, let's just stamp off. That way I don't have... Let's see how this looks. Yeah, I think I like this one better. So stamp one on your scratch paper. And then do one more on your Whisper White. And so that way you had a lighter shade of the color. So I'm just going to put it like so. Then I'm going to go ahead and use the more detail, this one. And instead of using the lovely lipstick, I'm just going to go ahead and do the same. I should get a darker, yes, you see that? You get a darker one. Now, because these are photopolymer, I recommend you use the piercing mat underneath. Usually you get a better image when you're stamping with the photopolymer. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it that way. Alright, so now that I have that, I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, it's getting too hot here. I'm going to go ahead and use... Hello, Diane. How are you? And I'm going to be using the Mango Melody. And for this, I'm going to go full strength. So I'm just going to go ahead, put it like so. And then maybe put another one here. And then maybe somewhere here. And maybe add a little bit here. There we go. That way I have all these colors there. And then I'm going to go ahead and put Pacific Point. And I'm going to use this little flower, which I don't think that you can see it, but I'm using this one because the Design Series paper I get just has a little bit of hint of that color. So that's how I decided which one to get the most color of. So I'm just gonna put like a little bit of this, and that should be it. Probably put another one here. There we go. So the next thing I want to do, I think that this will be cool if it is like a thank you card, don't you think? So I'm going to use this thank you. And I'm going to use, I think I have all my blocks used, so I'm just going to use this one. And so I think this one will be nice if I put it in blue. Yes. Yes, I think it will look nice if I do it in blue. There we go. And again, I love those stitches around it. So it looks really dark right now, but it will be a little bit clearer as it dries. So now let's just go ahead and put this together. It's getting too hot here. So let's just go ahead and fold this one in half. And again, this is Mango Melody. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of a little bit of the snail adhesive here, and I'm gonna start first with this one. And from this one, I just want to have a little strip of color. I don't want a lot because again, this is more like I don't know how to say it, but it's not my focus color, you know? I just want a hint of it. And then I'm going to put again snail. Okay, and on this one, I do want to see a little bit more of that. So I want like half of an inch there. And we're going to do the same here. 1.5 of an inch there. Okay, and see, this is what I like. When you use these strips, it seems like you have a larger piece, but you're really only using a little bit. So you make your paper go a long way. So this is one of the tips that I love the most, because it seems like you have a whole sheet, but you're really using little pieces, so you're not wasting as much of paper. And see that? Now you have a little bit of that here. Do you see that? You can see a little bit here, not too much. So now I can go ahead and glue the whole thing. I always try to maximize the paper, honestly. And let me just see, how do I want it? Because I think like I will probably want this one like so. So I'll go that way. And the only thing that I'm just measuring now, it's from the top to kind of have the same border. Now, you have it like so. Thank you so much, Marie. How are you? And then for this one, let me just get some dimensionals. Oh, goodness gracious, it's too hot. And now, the other thing here is that this one has Calypso Coral. If you see the paper, you also have some of the Calypso Coral in it. So I decided I want to use some of this, which is out of the Nature's Toy. And it comes in 4 colors. And I've been using a lot of this. I think that I've been able to use it in a lot of the sweets. So for this one, I thought it will be great to have a little bow with that one. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little bow. Hello, Mary. How are you? All right. There we go. And so I'm going to cut my bow. All right. So I have something there, and I'm going to go ahead and put a little glue on this one and then dimensionals on this. All right. I think that should be fine. Where's my trash can here? Alright, so I'm going to just put it like so, probably here. Yes, right? Honestly, I like doing this because it always relaxes me, Deanne. So here it is. And I'm going to put it somewhere here. So here is the card. I hope you like it. And like I said, I always try to go with the colors that I see on the design series paper. You just make it so easy when you're designing. So here's the first card of tonight. All right, so let's just move on to the next one. And the next one uses seafoam. What is that? Seafoam. Oh my goodness, I don't know the names just yet. Seafoam what? I don't even know. It's kind of weird. Soft seafoam. Whew, yeah. Wow. I was like, what? What is the color? So anyway, so this one, I have another piece of that design series paper. Like I said, I'm liking it. And this one, I use the new in color, which is the blueberry bushel, which will go like so, I think. We'll see. And then I have a piece of berry vanilla. And this one is, let's just see, 2.5, yeah, 2.5 by 3. So this one should be like 2 3/4. Yeah, 2 3/4. Oh, thank you so much, Gail. Lillian. And this one is 3 1/4. I always leave 1/4 of an inch between the smaller and the large one. That way I have a nice, hola gordita. So I always have a nice mat underneath, right? So that's another thing. This one is also 5.5 by 1/2 of an inch. And this one I believe is 1.5, yes. So it's 1.5 by 5.5. That's what it is. All right, so for this one, oh, and by the way, this one is mint macaron and this one is very vanilla. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, this is so hot here. Oh. I don't know what is the deal. And I promise I have the AC going on. It's just too hot here. I guess that's the weather here in Texas. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have something like so. And you know me by now, I usually don't know what I am making until I am making it. Yes, I think I'm going to go this route. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to be using this, and I have to clean this one because I already used it. So let me bring this one. So let's just go ahead and clean it. All right. And I'll bring this color. So let's just go with this. So now for this one I have, let me bring those colors here. I decided to go with Shaded Spruce and Mint Macaron for the grass. And let's just go ahead and bring my foam mat here. And I'm going to do this one. Let's just go ahead. So this one, if you see, there's two images. One is kind of thicker, so I'm just going to go there. Shannon, I live in the Frisco area. Where are you? It would be nice to know that too. So, all right, so I'm going to put it, let me just see. No, I think one should be fine. I'm just going to do the one. And maybe I do here and then do another thank you. Yeah, you always need thank you cards, don't you think? So I'm going to put it like so. All right, so here is one. Oh. And then I'm going to go with the Shaded Spruce. Which, are you not liking the new stamp pads? I know it took me a little bit just getting used to the opening of them, but now I'm okay with them. I think I like it a lot now. So, all right, you see that? I love how well these colors coordinate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now we're gonna be doing about the same. So I'm just gonna go and put, I always fear I'm gonna put some ink on my cardstock. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this one, but this time I'm gonna do the softer, let me see how it would look. Yeah, I think softer will be nice. So one here, and then one there. Austin area. Yes, and this is starting to rain right now. So hopefully that that takes care of the heat for a bit. And then I'm using the these little dots just to give some sort of, you know, like layer on the flowers. Hello, Carol. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put the thank you, and I think there should be a thank you also in blue, don't you think? I think blue should be fine too. So let's just go ahead and do that in blue. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put it here. There we go. Voila. Don't you like it? I mean, I feel like this set is just so easy to use. Alright, so now the other thing that I was thinking is this one, like that, looks already nice, I believe. Let me just put my colors here, because again, like, you know, I don't have a card here. But I think it might look nicer if I put some of these little dots like in the background to go a little bit with that paper. I think that will be also nice. So what I'm going to be doing is, of course, I need to clean this one. And I'm going to use the seafoam, the soap seafoam. Let me just do that. While I'm at it, let me just clean this one as well. Alright, at least I did a little bit more of those. Let me just make sure there's no, there we go. There we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this here, and I'm gonna use the seafoam. Oh, I'm glad you're liking it, Carol. That blue is really nice. Oh, wow. Yeah, this blue, this kind of looks so weird. Let me just do this. Is that the way it's supposed to look? This is the first time I used the seafoam, but I feel like it looks... Okay, so... Alright, so it's kind of that color. It's kind of weird, huh? This is the first time. I was expecting a little bit lighter, but that's fine. I don't know what I was thinking. It was just lighter. And again, I'm just randomly going there to cover all these. There we go. I feel like it's in something like somewhere here and there. And that should be it. Oh. Alright. Hello, Lena. By the way, Lena, please PM me your address, because you were one of the winners from last week. So, just in case you leave the Facebook Live, you won one of the cards from last week's comment. So, before I forget that. So, here we go. Yes, I think like it will be better that way. I'm going to put it like so. Okay, so the same as on the other one, we're going to put the... the adhesive on this one. I'll have a little bit of that color. So we're gonna put it like so. So now we're gonna be I think I was a little bit off on the, here we go, a little bit off here, there we go. And then I'm going to be putting this one together. I think I'm just going to put this one first. Because I want it to be more like, with dimensionals, do you think? I think this one will look nicer with dimensionals. Now, one thing that I was thinking about doing too is we could use this one, don't you think? I could put just a little bit here. Not do a bow, but just do it like so, so it has some, yeah, I think I like that. And then do a little knot. I'm not going to do a bow, but just a little knot. I think it will be nice to have something there. Yes. Hey, that's a little bit of something, don't you think? So we just do this, a little knot. Very simple. And then I'm going to put another dimensional right in the center. That way it has something. Like I said, I feel like that nature's twine is just useful for almost all different sweets. Or at least that's how I feel so far lately. There we go. And so it has these. Yes. So here it is. So what do you think, huh? Hello, Lorraine. What do you think? I think I like it a lot. So this is card number 2. For those of you that just joined right now, this was card number 1. And this is number 2. Hello, Betsy. How are you? Yes. Better later than never. You're too funny. Okay, so, alright. Now, before I forget, so before I do card number 3, so don't forget about my hostess code and incentive. So anyone placing an online order with me using this hostess code during this month will get the card kit, which pretty much will get something like this, but to make 4 cards. There's an instructions, pictures, and everything to make the card except the stamping. You'll have to have the you have to provide the stamping, but you'll get everything. Now, if your order is $50 or more, then you also get the accessory of the month, which could be a pack of ribbons, some trinkets, some of the rhinestones, so you name it. It could be anything. So anyway, so just make sure you use that hostess code. And then also, leave me a comment letting me know what would you want or what would you prefer going forward, because or maybe just a mix. But in the past, I've been doing, or for the last 2 weeks, I shouldn't say in the past because it's been only 2 weeks, but for the last 2 weeks, I've been mailing the cards that we made on the Facebook Live to those who share, to 3% that share or comment on my video. So this time I was thinking about doing the card kit. So actually give you the same card kit that we're using in this live. So for instance, for this week, I think I already said that I will be doing the kit, but let me know what would you prefer, the kit or the finished cards. I don't know what you would like. So far, I think Mary has said the kit, but if you just joined, it will help me to know what would you prefer to have. So that's about it. Now, for the third card, I'm using the, again, I forgot the name, this Spruce, what was the name of that? The shade of the Spruce, and I'm just learning all my names, really, so it takes some time. I think so many colors that we have new that I'm just learning them. So anyway, so I'm folding this in half with this one 5.5 by 8.5, folded in half. Then I have a piece of the design series paper, and this one is called, what was this called? Garden Impressions. So this is the one. And I think it's a really great pack. It has lots of colors. And like I said, I'm trying to go by Thank you, Marie. I'm trying to go by the colors that they have on the paper. So that's where I got the, what's the name again? The Shaded Spruce. Now this one is, I think it's 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And so this one should be 4 3/4, yes, by 3 1/2. And so we just go this way. Yes, right. So I know for this one, I'm not going to be doing anything else. I'm just going to go ahead and this is going to be super easy as well. And for this one, I'm using again those stitch labels. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Oh, you know what, Stephanie? Where is my little paper again? I believe you also won. So Stephanie, if you can PM me your address, I'm pretty sure, yeah, because you're yes, you are. I'm pretty sure you also won. So it was Lena, you, and of course, again, I'm missing my paper. I don't know what I did with my paper, but anyway, I know that you want one of the cards from last week. So go ahead and please let me know. PM me your address so I can send it to you. Okay, so this one is the stitch. This is the stitch shapes, and like I said, it's this one, and I'm finding them really nice. Honestly, I'm loving it. So for this one, I thought I would do a sentiment, right? And so because it's that big, I'm thinking about kind of changes everything. I think it will be really nice to have that. So let's just go ahead and use that one, and I'm gonna put this one for a second somewhere here. Okay. All right. And the other thing that I was thinking is maybe use one of these butterflies. So let's just use the butterfly and this one, and let's just put that one here. And then I'm using this one here. And I probably will go with, I should probably go with the Calypso Coral on this one. Or maybe Mellow Mambo again, you know? Because there's a lot of Mellow Mambo. That way it kind of coordinates everything. So I'll go with the Mellow Mambo. So I'm going to do the letters with the Shaded Spruce. Oh my goodness. Here. And again, because I'm using the photopolymer, I prefer stamping with the foam mat. I think that you get a better impression of your stamps with this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and center these. All right, and you see it here. And now let me just see for a second something. I think this image is too large, so I will definitely need to have like a lighter color. So maybe that pink something that we've got that is new. Let me grab it. Just give me 1 second here, because I'm trying. Petal pink, I think it is. Yes. And let's just play a little bit, because I don't know which color will go better with that one. Like I mentioned, in the pack usually there's colors, so let's just see. So they have Calypso Coral, Powder Pink, Petal Pink. So I'm going to be using this, what is this new color? The Petal Pink, because I think that will be really light, so I can still see this. And I might go with Calypso Coral, because that's what I think that one is. So, like I said, always refer back to your, oh, or maybe Powder Pink. Let me see, maybe one of that one. to the colors that you have on your pack. That way, if you don't know which color it is, then we can tell. So let's just go ahead and use the petal pink, and you can tell I've not even used that one. I'm just going to use the scrap because I don't know which color is this. Okay, and would that look nice with this one? I don't know. Let's just see. Oh, it looks really nice. I think they go really well. So I think I'll go with this one and that one. Let me just do another trial here. And you can see, I mean, like I said, I never have really my... Let's just see. Yeah, that one you don't really see. So it seems like the powder pink... Yeah, powder pink. So let's just see this. Which one? I think it's actually powder pink. Just like kind of, oh, losing here my little guy. So probably, I think it's more this one. I think it's powder pink, don't you think? Yeah, I think this is powder pink and this is petal pink. So I think powder pink goes better with this one. So I'll go with that one. So not the newest one, but I'll use powder pink and Calypso Coral. And I'm going to have it here. Because otherwise, I don't think I can see the words, you know? And that's what I want to show, those words. So I'll probably just put it. And again, what if I stamp off? Oh, I like that one. I think I like that one. Stamp off and then do it here. Yes, I think I like that one. And then I'll do the same thing, stamp off and do it here. So I think it's really soft. And then I'll just do a little bit of the, they have like a little body of the butterfly here. So I'll just put that little body with this. So I think I'm going to be using full, yes, there we go. So I'm just going to put it like so. I don't want to put more because it will be really hard. And you know what? Maybe I do, no, I think that's it. Oh, I don't want to lose these things. I want to put them like so. I'm going to be losing them. So I'm just going to leave it like so. And it might look nicer if I had put more. No, I'm going to leave it like that. So let's just do that. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp these, or glue these, and then I'm going to be using dimensionals for this. So let's just put that. Oh, goodness gracious. Powder pink, yeah. Good. Alright, so let's just do this. And I'm going to put it like so. And same as with it, since I use this Calypso Coral, I'll probably do another bow here too. That way I can bring things together. And I'm just going to go with these. Alright. There we go. I'm going to put another one here. That way I have something with texture on my card. Like I said, I'm liking a lot this Nature's Twine. Alright. So here we go. Very simple, real quick and easy. So this is card number 3. So let me just show you the cards from tonight. I think I like this one a lot. I think this one was my favorite, don't you think? So anyway, so like I said, there's an ordering incentive using these hostess codes. And like I said, there were the 3 winners from last week. Okay, it was Lena, Kay Stephens Phipps, and Stephanie Candle Purvis. So please send me, PM me your address so I can send those to you. And I'm glad you like them, Lena. And I guess then for next week, since I already promised this at the beginning of the video, because a lot of you were saying that you prefer the kit. For next week, I'll send the kit to one person that is for all 3 cards. Actually, you know what? I'll do something else. I'll do 2 kits because I've been doing 3 prices. So let's just do 2 card kits. So I'll send 2 card kits to the people who is sharing this video as well. The people who's commenting. So just comment and you'll be entered to this drawing. And then next week I'll let you know who won. And I'll set the key to do these 3 cards. And so next week I'll review all the comments to see if you prefer kits or cards. Just let me know. And we'll go from there. Like I said, I probably will be doing some and some depending on the comments. So anyway, thank you so much. I really enjoy being with you, and hopefully you like all the cards from tonight. So have a good night. Bye.